Okay, Dad. Bob Hayes, Dave Manders, Bar.
Well,
Go.
we beat the Cowboys 2 weeks earlier. I went to that game too. Well, then the Packers, ended up going. So Dave and Bob Hayes were all pros, 1966 football season, and they were attending the game on Sunday like I did, and then they were flying Monday morning, and I watched them play in the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and so when we met them in downtown Los Angeles, we met them in a bar. And of course, me, I'm more inquisitive. I'm not bashful.
Mm-hmm.
They're both sitting at the bar, both smoking a cigarette, and both having a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and I remember, I actually just met Dave Manders. I knew who he was, but I just met him, Bob Hayes. And I said, "Aren't you guys in trading? What if you get caught?" He looked at me. You know what he said? "Oh, it's only a $300 fine if we get caught." They weren't supposed to be drinking or smoking.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. Oh, he got two characters. And then Bob, he was a little bit bigger than me, but he was thin.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was 5'8". I don't know what his plane. And he was running around downtown Los Angeles like a chick with his head cut off, trying to get a movie star's autograph. Mm-hmm. So Dave looked at him. I mean, how many years ago was it? I remember like it was yesterday. "Bob, they should be asking you for your autograph. Being an Olympic gold medal winner, and not only that day when I met him, he was the world's fastest human being on the planet."
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we got to some little nook and cranny coffee shop there, and there was a movie star sitting in there, a woman, and he went in and they exchanged autographs. I'll never forget that. And then some people, Clint, have picked up, "Joe, did you ask Bob Hayes for his autograph?" I never even thought about it. I never even had a camera to take a picture of the four of us, somebody to prove that I was there at the game. And look, this is Bob Hayes and Dave Manders and myself and Fred Gaza, the guy I went with,
Mm-hmm.
That was a good,
Yeah, but Dad, you left out. So, do you remember? So, for some reason, they were drinking and hanging out. I'm surprised you haven't talked about that, but like they ended up in the back alley of this bar. And Bob Hayes and my dad were running. They challenged each other to a sprint, but Bob Hayes.
Backwards.
Yeah, but Bob Hayes
I was young. I was 20.
running
He
backwards.
ran by me like a dirty shirt going backwards. Running backwards. Faster than Holy Christ. I couldn't believe how fast he could move backwards.
Yeah, he raised you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well,
that's cool.
I was
That's good
22
sense of
years
humor.
old. Bob Hayes was 24.
Yeah,
And Dave was 25.
yeah,
And they were both in the prime of their careers.
of course.
And then I think later, I don't know what year it was, I'd have to look it up, then finally the Cowboys won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Dave